Welcome to Pissing in the Wind. Hey
Yeah,
guys, welcome to Pissing in
this
the
is
Wind.
it. This is what we do.
Yeah, we're here.
What are you drinking tonight?
Today I think I might have had one of these previously, but I got a High Lie.
Oh, okay.
It's from Cigar City Brewery, which is a local brewery here in Tampa Bay. So
Yep.
I got a High Lie.
Cool. I am drinking Lagunitas IPA, but even more important, I'm drinking it out of our custom Pissing in the Wind beer koozie that we've got.
Yeah, put that bad boy
So
right up on the screen. Let's take a look at that.
this is it right here. You can have our logo right on your beer. Keep it cold all day long. Hit us up if you want some, because I can definitely make more.
Yeah, Pissing in the Wind beer
Yeah,
koozie, guys.
this is kind of our a trial batch, and they look great. So we're gonna get more.
I think they look nice. Right now, we only have one picture that you can have on them, but eventually we will have others.
Yeah.
So cheers, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Cheers.
But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. I think we're just gonna hop right into it like we
Yeah.
typically do.
If you want to understand Rico's Department of Justice in costume, make sure you go to Instagram and watch our new reel right there.
yeah,
It'll
new
make a lot
reel
more
just
sense.
dropped. If you want to get understand, yeah, my whole character, then
Literally
you'll get it.
like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good reel. Personally, I think it's really funny.
It was.
Let's go ahead and start up. I like to talk about new tech. I like to bring up new tech that we got going on. Have you heard, Dominic, of biohybrid robots?
Is this gonna be like a cyborgs?
Kind of like cyborgs.
Because
Kind of
that's
like
what it sounds
cyborgs.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Biohybrid robots. So biohybrid robots
Yeah.
combine living biological components with artificial components. And so the most recent one that made me start looking into it, that got my eye, was recently scientists. I'm not exactly sure where they were, but they got king oyster mushrooms and they hooked up like robotics to its mycelium, which is its root
Yeah.
central area, and it gave it robot legs, and it learned how to walk.
What?
Can you try to
Like
pull it up?
a mushroom
A
that learned how to
mushroom.
walk?
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Like
Scientists
Toad?
give like a toad, like Toad. Yeah, yeah, from fucking Mario. But yeah, look it up. King oyster mushroom learns to walk. Look that up.
Instead, I looked up scientists give mushroom robot legs.
Yeah, that works too.
Let's see what we got. What can you see? Okay, we'll need this. Mushroom robot responds to different kind of light and moves.
Yep, that's it. So the way that it is that, like I said, they hooked up the robotic legs to its mycelium, and the mushroom's natural electrical signals triggered by stimuli like light are used to direct the robot's actions, allowing it to crawl in response to environmental changes.
I
So
don't
basically,
want.
they shoot light at the mushroom in a specific like a certain brightness of light in a certain place on the mushroom, and it teaches the mushroom to like move in that direction.
Yeah. What the fuck? Is this it?
That's it.
That's a mushroom?
So it's attached to the mushroom. That little umbilical cord thing that you see
Oh, that's
running off
going
of
to
it,
the mushroom.
that's
Okay.
going into the mushroom's mycelium.
Yeah, but this is just the robot half of it.
Hmm.
Why don't we
Precisely.
why don't we do this thing where we make that shorter and then the mushroom can walk itself
Yeah,
without having
right.
to be like 1,000 miles away.
Hook it right up to the mushroom. Hook it right up to the
Yeah.
mushroom. I mean,
Like
we
we know
probably
how to make short cables. You buy stuff all the time and they give you like a 1 inch cable that they need you to make work. Why don't we just do that with the robot mushroom?
I don't think that the structure of the mushroom would be able to like leave its habitat.
Maybe a little claw, like a little holster claw.
Yeah. Get a
You could put the
claw.
mushroom in there
Uh-huh.
and then yeah, plug it right in, like
Yeah.
micro USB type thing.
Exactly. So you got a claw. That's a good idea. You should get a claw. It's like a little. What we should do is like a little vase, right? A little clay
Yeah.
vase or whatever. You have it. You have the mushroom inside the clay vase. The mycelium come out the bottom, and then that's where the robot legs are. And so
Yeah.
the robot legs are holding up the little vase, and it's like moving along. That's a good
That would be
idea.
way better. Way better. And you know what? We create jobs here. We're gonna have a whole company just to make those clay vases.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. 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 But so while I was looking into those biohybrid robots, I started like going down this little bit of a rabbit hole about it because that's kind of freaky in my opinion,
Yeah.
that we're able to do that. And
Yeah.
so it's not necessarily like that the mushroom is moving on its own. It's the fact that we are like I said, we're shooting
Like you can,
stimuli into the mushroom like electrical signals and
yeah, you do it
it's a
enough, you learn like, okay, if I do this, it's gonna move this leg this way.
exactly. That's exactly what it is. So what that is it's a branch of robotics called soft robotics, and I started digging into soft robotics. But soft robotics is kind of like how remember we were looking at like what was that place called? It was like iRobot.com or whatever. What the fuck was that thing called with that crazy
I don't
android?
remember the name of it, but that shit was scary.
So remember how they were talking about like how the skin on it and its hands were
Yeah.
like made of like it wasn't like the texture of it was like soft shit. So that's
Yeah.
kind of like what soft robotics is. It's trying to find a way to make robotics more organic so that way they function a lot better in like the actual real world. And so while I was looking this up, I found this institute. It's a science and technology and engineering institute in Switzerland. It's called ETH Zurich, Zurich. See if you can look
Okay.
that up real fast.
Yeah.
So I'm going to walk you through their pages and get into where I what I found about this soft robotic stuff that was like kind of freaking me out a little bit. So if you go to ETH Zurich, this is the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich, Sweden.
Okay. Oh my God.
It's like the world's top university, particularly in Europe, for STEM research, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on ETH Zurich. Click on the menu on the top left. This is like their site.
Yep.
Scroll to departments. Okay, go to DMAVT. Up, right there.
This one.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. This
Okay,
is what we're looking for.
yep. Now go to research.
Institute and chairs.
Institutes and chairs. That's it. And now look for Institute of Robotics. It took me a
Okay.
lot of digging to find this, by the way, guys. I was doing a lot of research when I found this. Soft Robotics
Soft
Lab.
robotics lab.
That's it. Click research areas and
Okay.
then go biohybrid robotics.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah, you should be able to find a thing that says biohybrid robotics. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're on it. So you can start
Yeah.
scrolling down a little bit. And so right there, that YouTube video, you could scroll a little bit further down. I'll describe it a little bit. And so what they're trying to do is basically what they're doing is they're creating a robot right there to that little graph. So you can scroll down to the graph. So what this is they're creating a robot that's the size of a single cell. And then they're taking this robot and they're putting multiple single-celled robots together to create a multiple cellular organism made of single cellular robots. So it's basically a multicellular robotic organism that's like
Yeah.
muscle tissue or like skin tissue or whatever. I mean, you can see it right there. It's basically describing what it is.
Yeah.
And if you scroll back up to that YouTube video, it'll show you. So this is muscle tissue. If you click on it and play it, this is muscle tissue that they've made from individual single cell robots.
Perfusible biohybrid designs for bioprinted skeletal muscle tissue. So this is getting into what we were talking about with Rowdy.
Yeah, yeah. And then also the robotniks.com or whatever we were looking at previously with the androids. This is
Yeah.
literally printing muscle tissue.
Yeah. This is making all of that.
So they're showing you,
Okay.
they keep going further
Yeah.
and deeper and deeper into it.
Until they just create this as a robot.
Yeah, that's an individual muscle tissue. Like so the way that your muscle is broken up is it's broken up into multiple it's not even cells, it's like multiple layers of tissue. But they're showing you right now like this is it.
Yeah,
Like, look at that. So they put, like I just described, they take single cellular robots and they put them all together until they form this tissue of muscle. And now they're putting it in between like inorganic objects, like
yeah,
silicon and rubber or whatever the fuck the other shit is in there to help
yeah.
to make it stronger and hold together. But the actual muscle part of it is little robots.
That's insane.
Yeah,
So
you can close out of this
cyborg.
video.
So yeah, it's 100% cyborgs.
It's cyborg.
Yeah.
That's this is actual research that's happening right now. This isn't science fiction.
No, this is the real thing.
This is real shit that they're actually doing.
Uses living materials to achieve motion. Wow. Oh, what is this? Bioprinting and cross-linking
See, we
muscle
were just
tissue
talking about it.
development,
Bioprinting. They're 3D printing it.
biofabrication, myotube formation, myofiber alignment, and electrical stimulation. So basically, that mushroom was the first step. They were testing it.
Yeah, yeah. The mycelium for the mushroom, the root sections is basically like a neuropaths, I guess, kind of, like how
Yeah.
your muscles speak to one another to your brain. That's what they're learning. They're taking the same type of research that they're getting. You shoot an electrical signal into the top left section of the mushroom, and it goes into this specific root system way over here, and it makes the robot turn right. That's kind of like what they're learning.
Yeah. Um, One of their major issues is discovering and engineering materials for sustainable biohybrid robotics, non-mammalian species.
So another example, remember Dragonfly, the DARPA program that we were talking about?
Yes.
It's basically this also. It's
Yeah.
basically the same kind of thing. It's not quite, but they are putting a chip onto the back of like the bug that connects to its brain, that's connected to its nervous system, that allows them to control it via certain electrical signals.
Yeah.
But how crazy is that, bro? That's actual androids. That's real
Yeah.
androids we're working
Yeah.
on right now. That's real
Yeah,
android
that's the
shit.
real thing.
Yeah. Have you ever seen
Like what
Westworld
you
or
read in
whatever?
like comics and stuff. This is it. This is happening right now.
It's it. It's it.
That's crazy.
Not only is I think it's extremely cool. I think it's really really cool that we're able to do that kind of stuff, but it's also kind of scary because it
It
takes us
is
to the
very
point.
scary.
Yeah, because it's like they're openly researching this, and yeah, we've discussed it previously. If there's something that's openly researched, it's been secretly researched for like 30 years.
Yeah, yeah. They've been doing this for a long
Yeah.
time.
So
So
can
how
they
much
make
further are they than they are saying even?
can they make clones?
Well, yeah,
Are they
they cloned that
cloning,
sheep.
Yeah, but I mean like are they like cloning people with these like robotic cells so that way it's like a completely controllable clone. It just looks like you.
That's a really good point. 100% robot cells.
Yeah.
You could
And
take
that
people out and then just control whatever they want.
exactly. And it's not even that it's like so one thing, we keep saying robot, but don't think of it like robot. It's
No,
robotics, but it's 100% organic.
yeah,
Yeah.
but not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still if it's 100% of just that, then it is a robot.
Yeah.
But then it's an android.
It's an android. It's an
Yeah,
android. It's living tissue or artificially created, which is
yeah,
an android.
yeah. That's wild. You know what? That reminds me of like a few years ago when there was a huge thing going around that people thought Joe Biden was cloned because his
Yeah.
ears changed.
His ears
And
changed.
then his
Yeah,
ears
yeah.
changed.
But I mean, who knows? I mean, with the 3D printing, bro, we can 3D print shit overnight.
Yeah,
So with the ability, like, we just talked about bioprinting, we talked about it last episode, which is printing organic material via 3D printers. And then now this crazy fucking biorobotics where
yeah.
they're printing
Creating
individual celled
androids.
robots that are creating muscle tissue that's making a human.
Yeah. I mean, how long until we see a full, just like we've created the first fully bioprinted human.
how long until they say that they're doing it? You know,
Yeah.
like I feel like, have you ever played Fallout 4?
No, but I played the
So
other ones.
so one of the
Similar.
big plots in Fallout 4 is that there's like a secret, they're called the Institute, and it's like a secret like scientific research facility that is trying to take over the world kind of. But what they do is they let out what they call synthetics, and it's a person that looks like you or me, but it's completely 3D printed like that, and they're used to gather
Oh,
information
okay.
secretly for the Institute. So
Yeah.
like how long until that's happening secretly, you know? And then that's how they find out in Fallout 4 too, and that's why everybody hates them is like they find out like, oh, these people have been secretly printing these like 3D printed people to spy on us. And it's yeah, so I mean, how
Yeah.
long, you know?
I mean, imagine it's like super obvious though that this guy walks up to you, just looks like absolutely perfect, no
Yeah,
flaws, and
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
what are you guys planning tonight?
Yeah. Hello,
I heard
fellow
there is a
human.
deal going down at the bay.
Yeah. Perfectly
Maybe we should
porcelain
take
skin.
some guns to the docks.
Yeah, yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's funny, dude, maybe. But yeah, I mean, who knows, dude? You know, like they could maybe your neighbor is a silicone clone sent to spy on you from the government. So
My neighbor's been 90 for like 10 years, so probably,
that's it, dude.
yeah,
That's it.
like never aged.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you yeah, if you live next to an old person and they look the same age for 5 or more years,
Yeah,
they're a
that's
silicone
an
clone.
android. We,
Yeah, dude.
old people piss me off like that, where it's like, I've lived next to her 15 years and she's looked exactly the same the whole time.
At a
I
certain
was a
point, you stop
child.
aging so much.
Yeah, but still.
I bet you if you were to look at a picture of her from when we first moved in to now, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, she looks different."
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
I think that would be the thing. But yeah, scary shit. Something that you guys should be
That
paying
one is
attention
really
to.
cool. That one's something we should look into more another time.
Biohybrid robotics, guys. We've got
Yeah.
androids. They're walking around.
Yeah.
They're walking around right now. Another thing that I was looking into. Have you ever heard of that wooden cube that turns air to water?
This sounds like a thing from Zelda. So no.
It does. It sounds like a video game thing. So, scientists at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology in Australia, in case you guys were wondering, they were able to it's formed from different types of wood. I don't remember what type of wood it's formed from, but they made a cube, and it basically the cube is it takes air or water from the air that's like surrounding us, and it turns it into drinkable water. And so you make like a purification system, and you put this
Yeah.
little like wooden cube in it, and then it starts sucking up, the air, and then it drops little droplets of purified water. But it's a wood-based material. It could pull water directly from air using only sunlight, working in
Hmm.
arid regions with humidity as low as 30% and in freezing temperatures down to negative 20 degrees Celsius, which I believe is like 4 degrees Fahrenheit or
Okay.
negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit. But look it up. Look it up.
20
Wooden
degrees
cube,
Celsius?
negative 20.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure negative 20 is negative 4 in Fahrenheit. Um,
Um,
but look it up. Go look up wooden cube that makes air water.
yeah, I got that. Um, I don't want to apply.
There
Should
should
I
be
apply to the
no,
Advanced Carbons Council?
no. There should be a link from studyfinds.org.
Oh, I can go to them because right now I'm on this, and this it looks like it's exactly what you said
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
for the word.
that's from the Melbourne. That's actually the Melbourne place, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is made from an affordable materials like balsa wood and
Hmm.
lithium chloride.
I was gonna say balsa, but I didn't want to be wrong.
Yeah. Well, balsa has like it's really porous, so there's
Hmm.
a lot of places that air and water can get into it.
And so, when exposed to sunlight, this device is 94% effective or efficient. 94% efficient.
Yeah. Researchers started with balsa wood, which naturally contains tiny channels that once carried water when it was a living tree. They removed the lignin the compound that makes it rigid, to create a spongy structure packed with microscopic pores. How do you do that? That's insane,
Yeah, just remove like a specific chemical out of it, I guess. But
right?
so just so that way we are all on the same page, so you understand, typical humidifiers, like dehumidifiers, they only work in humidity. So they only work in humid environments with humidity up to like 50 to 60%. That's typically like when you get a dehumidifier in your room, that's like what you're using it for. If you're like in like
Yeah.
Florida or something, or like Alabama
Yeah,
where like the
you can
humidity is
get
really
like
high.
specialized ones because we work on like special ones that are specifically made for like server rooms and things like that that are really picky about humidity. But even still, you need to have a pretty high amount. Like even the really advanced ones, you need to be about 20 to 30% humidity.
hmm hmm
Where
And
now if
this
you're looking
little
into like deserts, that's down to nothing, as low as 30% right here for relative humidity, not room.
Yeah,
That's
deserts
crazy.
deserts have I think deserts average out at a relative humidity of 30%. But in case you guys are wondering,
Well,
30% humidity is typically a normal day.
yeah. Um, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
So it's basically it uses lithium, what was it? Lithium chromide, whatever it said.
chloride, lithium chloride.
Chloride. Yeah, which attracts water. I
hmm
believe it's the same thing that's used in absorption chillers because we need to like attract water in that kind of chiller. And I know it might be lithium bromide in there though. But
What makes
basically the
lithium
same
chloride attract water?
the salt in it.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So the salt that's in it is going to be attracting water a lot. Um, but this one looks like it has lithium chloride, iron oxide, nanoparticles, a carbon nanotube layer, and other specialized features. But this is really cool. This is the kind of thing that we should be inventing. Just a
Yeah.
piece of wood that's making water.
Yeah. This is something that's hopefully, because it's from balsa wood and such, like we were talking about, hopefully relatively cheap to engineer
Yeah.
and easy to put out. Can you go to that? Can you
Look
go
at
to that
this. At 90%
studiesfinds.org?
relative humidity,
Can you
it
wait, start over?
absorbed
Start
2
over.
point at 90% relative humidity, it absorbed 2.1 grams of water per gram of its own weight within 600 minutes. It's 10 minutes. What's it, 10 hours?
hmm
When exposed to simulated sunlight, it released up to 99.9% of the absorbed water when illuminated at 1.5 times natural sunlight.
This is science fiction.
This is, yeah, this is insane. You dip a wooden cube in some liquid and then some like salty liquid, and now
hmm
you just get water.
Yeah, this is like that shit they pull out on Dune when they pull it out and they make water out of the air.
This is the craziest part, 94% efficiency.
Yeah,
That's so much.
yeah.
After 10 absorption desorption cycles, the material maintained about 80% of its initial water collection capacity. So
Wow.
eventually you will need to buy a new one or
Yeah,
get a new one, make a new one, whatever it is. But after 10, that's
ten's kind of
100
a lot.
hours.
Yeah, it's a lot.
After 100 hours, it's still at 80%. That means
Yeah,
every 50 hours, it's losing 10% only.
I mean you can run that thing to the bones, and you're still
Yeah.
getting a lot of water out of your area.
Yeah. The outdoor tests were conducted in relatively humid conditions, which is 65.9%. So performance in an extremely arid environments remains untested.
That's all. We just need someone to take it to the Sahara, see how well it
Yeah,
works. Also,
we'll
though,
do it.
what
Give
if
us
what if
one.
you piss on it?
It would attract the water, but where would it put the salt
Oh, yeah, we'd have to.
and all the
Well,
other like
you probably
stuff
already have
that's
to
in your
attach
piss?
filters to it, right? Because you can't just take the water out of the air. Like the water out of the air is going to be full of pollutants, anyways, don't you think?
No, it's taking like just the regular. I did say it had like a carbon nano filter.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean that filter would take all of the just bad stuff out of your piss and you would just get the water out of it.
that's it. This is the
That's
Dune still.
crazy.
This is the still suit from Dune.
That's
They've
insane.
basically made it.
We should make one.
Yeah, we
Figure
should
it out.
try. Let's try to get some balsa wood and some some whatever else that other thing was,
I don't know how
and
to take out whatever that was.
yeah,
Lignon.
and then let's piss on it, and then let's see if
Yeah.
we're able to
I
drink
got
the
I got
water.
access to that lithium bromide though.
I got plenty of
Um,
pee.
that stuff is insane too. It'll shrink because it attracts water so much. It'll shrink any leather that it touches.
We
So
talked
we
about
dipped
lithium bromide. Remember, it's in soda.
yes. Yeah. That's the thing that we when we talked to the episode of banned foods.
Yep. Yeah,
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 that
yeah,
stuff is insane.
yeah.
That
It's in our
and it's
food.
in your soda.
But yeah, so that's pretty cool, right?
I like
Um,
that one a lot. That's
so
really interesting,
two things you guys should be paying attention to. We're printing cells and making androids. It's very
which is scary and not good.
scary and also cool,
Yeah,
you know,
but mostly scary.
mostly scary. And then also we're able to get water out of the atmosphere. We figured it out.
Yeah,
We figured it out.
that's really really
So
cool.
for everybody who wants to live off the grid, all you got to do is buy a bunch of balsa wood and also whatever the other thing was. What was it?
Lithium chloride.
Yeah, lithium chloride, balsa wood, and lithium chloride, and you're gonna you mix them together. Somehow you'll get water.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think you just wave it around maybe.
Yeah. So get a stick of balsa wood, dip it in lithium chloride, swing it around in the air, and then suck on the stick,
Yeah,
and then you've got fresh water. You
there you
heard
go.
it. You heard it here first.
Have you seen this powder stuff that like makes any water clean?
No, I haven't.
I'll have to find a link and send it. We could post that, but it's basically like this super cheap. It costs maybe like 2 cents to make every pouch, and every pouch can do up to like a gallon of water or something. It's basically a powder. You put it in any water, you leave it there, and it will remove 99.9% of like anything. And then you
That's
just
pretty
have
cool.
pure, clean drinking water.
That's pretty cool.
And it's like a huge thing where it's why are we not just sending like tons of this to other places that don't have water instead of trying to build them something for water right now?
Look it up.
Like
Let's
get
find
them
out.
this.
I bet you there's probably a chemical in it that's hard to find.
This episode of Pissing in the Wind is brought to you by Boozies Australia. You can make a custom beer koozie for any event, any style, any color. Put whatever you want on it. We have a link that we will put in our Instagram bio. You can go ahead and use that to get a little bit of a discount, I think. But buy one. Boozies Australia.
All right, and we're back.
Yeah, we're talking about this powder that can basically make things into like any drinking water out of anything.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a video of that and show that. And it's
What's the
only a
name of the
minute long.
powder?
There looks like there's a few different ones. This is the one that I've been looking at. Let's just take a look at this real quick.
Ew, what about all that shit? What happens to it?
Well, you're supposed to filter it through something after that, so all that shit stays out. Polyglue is this one,
So
which
it
I'll
turns
look up
all the
after.
bad stuff into gloop.
Basically, and then what that water left over is
Wow.
um like you're able to drink that water.
Yeah, I mean, that looks very clear to me.
Yeah, from what they had. And so like the video I watched of it was basically this guy talking about like everything that was in it. Um I don't want to look up his video cuz it's like 15 minutes long and
Just look up polygloop, see if you're able to see what's inside of it. What's the binder agent, I guess.
yeah, let's see. Let's see. So, okay. First thing it has is polyols, which are polymers containing
I'm sorry, because it's
um,
like the first part of the name. It's just so funny.
polymers containing hydroxyl groups derived from various sources like petroleum-based chemicals, vegetable oils, lignin, which is what they pulled out of the balsa wood, Um, it then has isocyanates, which are molecules containing two or more isocyanate groups per molecule, most commonly toluene disocyanate and methylene diphenol. And then this sucks. Somebody tell me something better.
So I don't know what those chemicals do, but what it sounds like to me is that it's got an oil base, which basically the oil is separating all of the pollutants from the water perfectly. And then, with the help of all those other added materials, it's binding them together. And so because the
Yep.
oil and the water don't stick, it's pulling it all apart.
Kind of. So I found a better one. It says that polyglue is made from a polymer consisting of chains of organic units linked by urethane or carbamate links. So it's basically taking everything else and wanting it to attract to that to make a chain. And then all of that stuff eventually will start sticking to each other more and more until it gets heavy enough to fall down to the bottom, leaving only the water at the
But it's
top.
also coated in oil, allowing it to not stick with the
Yeah,
water.
but not stick into the water.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's basically what it is, and I'm sure we can get more into that when we have actual dedicated
That's
time to it. But
really cool.
isn't
That's
that
really
that
cool.
I've
Yeah.
been looking at like videos of stuff like that. It is also such a good point. Why are we not just if this thing is so cheap to make, why are we not just sending tons of it other places instead of
Yeah.
being like, yeah, maybe we can get you a real solution to good water, but we can't do it right this minute, so let's just give you something.
Such a good point. Such a good point. We're trying to build wells or like or whatever the fuck, an aggregate system in your
Yeah,
area, and we're not able to do it. So for now, here's 3 barrels of this fucking polygel
yeah,
substance.
this will last you a year or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we'll give you more after that if we're not done.
Yeah, yeah. And you just
Like
dump
that way you
all
have
your shit, your
something.
500 gallons of water into this thing, or whatever. Yeah, that's such a
Yeah.
good point, dude. Such a good point.
That is something that I looked into, and even the video I saw that we'll put a link of in the description. It was he even got like Bill Gates in on it, and Bill Gates was like, "All right, here's why this is so important to technology, and this is why it's so important to like be doing stuff like this."
And the fact that Bill Gates is in on it and it's not already spread around the entire globe is a
Yeah,
problem,
yeah. Like
personally, I would think.
I'm sure it's everywhere. It could be way bigger.
The man is
This
the
is
richest
something that we
person in the
should,
whole world
yeah,
almost.
this is something that we should just be seeing all over the place.
Yeah. Dude, what if now I fucking hate Bill Gates even more if he knows about this polygel, which is a way to bring clean water. I mean, what about Flint, Michigan, bro? Our own American
They,
people,
they
Bill
didn't have
Gates,
clean water for
they
years.
they still don't, I think. You can't send them. Look it up. Does Flint, Michigan have clean water? See
I
if
just
they're
saw
still.
something about they replaced some of the pipe, but I don't know if that means that they have like full clean water yet. I typed in does FL and it filled in does Flint have clean water?
Of
It's
course it
way
did.
better now that they've replaced some pipes.
You know
Still not.
what? But one thing that I just thought about right now, why don't we include this whole polygel thing into our freshwater cleaning systems? So every
Yeah.
municipal water source, why aren't they adding a little bit of this polygel to it
You guys
to
already add like
extra
fluoride and chlorine and all this other shit that you're putting into it.
to
Just
add
put a little bit of
extra?
this. Yeah. Who
Dude,
cares? Now we've got
dude,
perfect clean water. It is so cheap to
dude.
make
The
too.
solutions are out there. The solutions are out there. They just don't give a fuck about us, guys.
No, no. And that's why they want to just replace us all with those fucking androids they're building.
Man, dude. God damn. The solutions are there, guys. We found two affordable, very, very good. Also, the cube is 94% effective. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah,
You
dude.
send like 50 cubes to Africa. You send like 3 pallets of this polygel shit to Africa, and now they've got clean water and they're getting more clean water,
That's it.
and
There
it's
you
way
go.
cheaper.
And then there's the water problem solved in Africa. Dude,
Yeah.
PITW is fixing all your problems. All we need is for you to spread it around.
I know. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
but make sure
Overthrow
they're
the
like
government because
a
they
a
obviously don't
high
give a
up
shit.
friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
a friend who matters. Don't be
yeah,
telling
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
your
yeah,
grocery store clerk.
yeah. Don't tell fucking Robert at the grocery store. That guy
Yeah.
sucks.
I mean, you could tell him, but he's not gonna do anything, and that we don't really care.
Yeah, yeah. He believes the Earth is flat, so he's not gonna do shit about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, two different things that we've just shown you. I mean,
And
it's
we've been
fucked.
going what, like an hour?
Yeah, we live in a fucking terrible, terrible world, guys, because
This is yeah.
the solutions are here. The solutions are here. Let's take it back a notch. Let's bring it to something that's a little bit more silly. Let's try to lighten up the moods.
Got it.
Have you ever heard of the Mountain Dew conspiracy theory?
No.
Okay, so this one is kind of wild. This one draws from the names of Mountain Dew, like Code Red, Baja Blast, Midnight
Oh,
Mint,
okay.
or whatever. Um, and so let's start going over it. So the Mountain Dew conspiracy theory. So number one, everybody likes 9/11.
True.
Mountain Dew Code Red came out in 2001 in September, right before the 9/11 attacks.
Like on the 11th.
No, no, no. Mountain Dew Code Red came out in September before the 9/11 attacks.
Oh,
Before the
so they
9/11
came out
attacks.
like on the 10th
Or like the
or
first
whatever.
or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So 2001, September 1st. It was, look it up. When did Mountain Dew Code Red come out?
That's what does that have to do with anything though? It could have just
It
been
predated the 9/11 attacks. Code Red.
its release date was I'm seeing May.
Okay. Whatever. So
Still May
May of
2001.
May of 2001, Mountain Dew releases Code Red. September of 2001, 9/11 happens. Next
Yeah.
one. Next one. Mountain Dew Maui Blast. Look up when that one came out.
I'm seeing Mountain Dew Maui Burst release date October 16th, 2019.
Okay, so Mountain Dew Maui Burst. If you want to know, Maui is an island from the islands of Hawaii. When
Yeah.
did the Maui wildfires start?
Oh, I think that was in 2020, but early, I think. But I was wrong. Oh, there's so many. There's so many Maui wildfires.
Look up the most recent ones or whatever, the big ones that
The
everybody's
most
talking about.
recent was 2023, but in 2019 there were more.
So Maui wildfires
Yeah.
coalition with with Mountain Dew Maui Blast. Okay.
Yeah.
Now look up Mountain Dew Star Spangled Splash.
Okay. That one came out in the summer of 2025, I think.
Now look up the collapse of Francis Scott Key Bridge.
June 2024. And then uh March 2024.
So the Mountain Dew Star Spangled Splash came out in what?
June,
And then the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed in what?
March, so right around the same time.
Right around the same time. And then who wrote the Star Spangled Banner?
Was that not Francis Key Scott? Yep, Francis Scott Key.
Francis Scott Key wrote the Star Spangled Banner. And then, a month or two before the actual bridge collapsed, Mountain Dew releases Star Spangled Splash. Star Spangled Splash.
That was after.
Oh, so after they
Yeah.
released it after.
Yeah, because it came out in June, but the bridge fell in March.
Still,
But still, 2 months.
coincidence. Okay,
They had
so
that name and they didn't change it.
now look up the Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
January 1st, 2023.
And now look up the Crowd Strike Blackout.
July 19th, 2024.
Fucking predicted.
Right there.
Mountain Dew predicted it.
They're kind of involved.
Does it not seem? I mean, the names are very, very similar to all of those major events. Am I not wrong?
No, you're right. Code Red.
Code
Maui
Red, 9/11.
Burst or Maui Blast or whatever it
Maui
was.
Burst or Blast, Maui Wildfires.
Um, Star Spangled Splash. That one's a killer right there.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, dude. Star
Yeah, that
Spangled
one.
Splash and a bridge collapses into the water,
And it's the guy who wrote it.
and it's named after the guy who wrote it. Come on.
And then the black one.
So moving on. Um, have you heard of Palantir Technologies?
Palantir Techno. I have heard of the company. It's a company, correct?
Yeah, it's a company, Palantir.
Yeah, I
Also
have, and I
named
can't
after
remember
a Lord
why.
of the Rings thing.
Yeah, because the Palantir is a seeing stone.
The Palantir,
Um,
so in case you guys wanted to know, the Palantir, like Dominic just said, is a seeing stone out of Lord of the Rings mythology. And there's a few of them. And what they allow you to do is they allow you to see what's happening in that specific area that the stone is in. Like you can see
yeah,
everything. And you can read
yeah,
people's thoughts. You can read their thoughts. You can see what they're planning on doing. And you can
yep,
see everything that they're planning on doing in that specific area. That's a Palantir.
yeah. So if you had one here and I had one here, and then we weren't on camera and we were both using it, we could communicate with each other. We could see our rooms. We could see our my dining room, your studio right there. We could see all of it. We could read each other's minds, everything, right, without being close to each other. So I
Mhm.
assume Palantir Technologies is going to be some sort of surveillance.
Yep. 100%, dude. You got it.
Yeah.
So,
If you guys have
Palin,
seen the Lord of the Rings movies, when they find that, just it basically looks like a giant marble, and then Pippin grabs it and is not able to get off of it. That's the Palantir.
yep, yep. Palantir Technologies is a software company that specializes in data analytics platforms designed to help organizations make better decisions by integrating, analyzing, and managing large data sets. So that means that it takes in a lot of data that you've given it, such as where you're going, what you're doing, what you're watching, what you're listening to, all those different things, and then it correlates it into a algorithm. It throws it into an algorithm and then it decides this person likes to listen to rock music at 9 in the morning. And then they brush their teeth at 9:30. And then at 10 a.m. they're putting their shoes on. And then at 10:30 they're warming up their car. That's what this is doing.
Yeah. So also, um, Palantir Technologies is part owned by BlackRock,
Hmm.
which, if you didn't know, those are the same people who did the GameStop
We're gonna
stuff.
go into a whole thing about BlackRock in the next episode
Okay.
or two. So everybody pay
Okay.
attention.
Yeah. Remember that. Keep that. Write it down, guys. Keep it somewhere safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
so continue.
yeah, but I'm seeing Palantir Technologies as a software company that builds and deploys platforms for data integration, analysis, and decision making.
Hmm. Hmm. And they have can you pull up Palantir and government jobs? It should tell you whom they have current jobs out with right now.
Okay, let's see. Mostly finding if I want a career with them, but I can't find like exactly what it is that they're
So
doing
here's an
for it
example.
though.
Here's an example. As of June, Palantir has a $30 million contract with ICE to provide almost real-time visibility into immigration movements. See if you can pull that up. Palantir
Oh,
and
okay.
ICE.
Yeah, that's better. Palantir's partnership with ICE deepens. Okay. The company has been an ICE contractor for more than a decade, spanning the Obama and Biden administration. Let's see. In mid-April, ICE awarded the Palantir a $30 million contract to deliver a new platform. The prototype will give ICE near real-time and visibility on people self-deporting from the U.S. Okay, so not everywhere, but still Near real time visibility is a little scary.
Palantir is more, yeah, near real time means that they're using all sorts of other like systems that we have in play, like CCTV, for example. So Palantir can use facial recognition, pulled from CCTVs. So if you're out in the corner of Olympia and 43rd or whatever in LA, and there's a CCTV camera right there, that CCTV camera isn't only pulling your voices and everything that you're doing, it's pulling your facial structure and it's throwing it into this system. And Palantir is pulling it out of that facial recognition system and saying, oh, yeah, Jose Valenzuela is an illegal immigrant who's also worked on a job in Anaheim doing this, this, and this. And it
Yeah.
looks like he's on Olympia and Fifth right now. Let's go pick him up.
Yeah. So it says that in a publicly available contract justification document, ICE says that it has an urgent and compelling need for the new system and that Palantir is the only source capable of delivering it in time.
And so I mean, Palantir is pulling. The thing about Palantir, guys, is it's not a specific device that is like looking through all these confidential resources. It's pulling general data. It's pulling
Yeah.
general data that is easily found from
It's
you. If I put your first, last, and middle name into Google, I'll be able to pull up your phone number, your most recent addresses, all sorts of different things. And that's what Palantir is pulling from.
yeah. It's not anything like special that they have. They just
Yeah.
built something to do this
Yeah.
faster and
It's
better
just
than us.
basically an AI algorithm that's made to pull from all of the notable sources of what is it? Environmental data.
Yeah.
And so some of the things that Palantir is using, like I just told you, CCTV, but also have you ever heard of the DARPA project, the Lifelong or the LifeLog project?
No. Life
So
log?
yeah, so look up DARPA. We've talked about DARPA before. Look up
Yeah.
DARPA LifeLog.
Information Processing Techniques Office and of the Defense Advanced of DARPA. Okay. What is it for? Aim to compile a massive electronic database of every activity and relationship a person engages in. Wow.
So
Credit
that's
card purchases, websites, telephone calls, content of telephone calls and emails, scans of faxes, postal mail, instant messages, books, magazines that you read, television and radio selections, physical location, recorded via wearable GPS sensors, biomedical data captured through wearable sensors.
so
Wow.
Palantir Technologies, a public corporation, is using technologies just like this to find out what you are doing
Right now.
right now. Real time data. We just heard it. They're doing it for immigrants. They're doing
Yeah.
it for immigrants. They're telling
They
you
already have
that
it.
they're doing
Yeah.
it for
ICE is
immigrants.
already using that.
They're not telling you that they're doing it for you and me, baby, but they are.
Right. The scary one for me is the wearable GPS sensors because, like, I'm not choosing to wear that.
Yeah.
But if they're having it, that means it's somewhere.
That's something that we should all be paying attention to, baby. Palantir Technologies, guys. If you see it pop up, if you see something, this is associated with Palantir Technologies. They are there to watch what we are doing. They
If
might
you
be
know
doing it
someone who
now.
works there, let us know. We want to talk to them.
They might be doing it now. You know who uses the Palantir, bro? Sauron, Saruman. Are
Yeah.
you an orc? Are you an orc? Are you totally like with Saruman's like plans to overthrow Middle Earth? Is that what you want? Do you really want one ring to rule them all?
Do you guys really want one ring to find them?
One ring to bring them all?
And in the darkness to bind them?
I'm done.